Hello, friend.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really want to sit here for another 2 minutes. So we're just gonna go ahead and get the thing started. One of these days, I will figure out how to make this screen more visually appealing. But for right now, that's escaping me. So we're playing PowerWash 2 again. If only because, sorry, NVIDIA overlay had something to say about me streaming at the same time as playing this, apparently. Um, we're playing PowerWash 2 Sim again because I'm so close to finishing it, I can taste it. So that's what the deal is. We do with what we have. So true. So true. Let's see. I don't know if the music is gonna stay on this playlist the whole time or what. I don't know what I'm feeling. I'm very ADHD today. I don't really know what to tell y'all. I started this job and I hated it, so I stopped in the middle of it, but I'm gonna push through with you guys watching because if I don't finish it, then it's embarrassing, you know? But good news is I got a lot of the stuff on the underside done already. So, hang on. Spotify is, there we go. We're fine. Spotify was upset because I have it set so that it's playing on my browser and it gets stuck sometimes when it tries to play an ad and my ad blocker prevents it. And when I said that I finished a lot of the underside, I had thought I finished more of this, but I guess not. Ooh, nice. Already have a ding. We'll take it. I'm trying to figure out. I think I turned the audio down on this one day. I did. Okay, we're gonna do that and see how that looks. Hmm. Let's go to like 35. See how we feel about that. That feels better. You guys will have to tell me if you can hear it over the music or not. Ooh, very nice. So it's 6 something a.m. for you, Everest. What time zone are you in? If you don't mind sharing. 2026 is even closer around the corner for you. Quite ASMR-ish. Fantastic. That's kind of what I was hoping for tonight, because I'm just like, I'm so brain dead today. I don't know what's going on. I did have to leave the house to feed my mom's cats. And that's like the only thing I did today. Oh, you're in Bangladesh. Cool. So you're GMT +6, and I think I'm GMT -5 right now, question mark? I don't know. That's a full 12 hours, though. So maybe I'm not GMT -5. Maybe I'm GMT -6. I don't know how GMT works, I'll be honest. Okay. I need to move my mic closer because I keep talking too quietly and it doesn't register. US is usually 11 or 12 hours behind me. Yeah, and I'm Central Time. And I could have sworn it was GMT -5. But I only started using GMT time zones a few months ago because I recently joined a mobile game that has a bunch of people from all over the world. So I kind of had to start doing mental math. Excuse me, goodness. And I'm like 90% certain I'm correct, but ultimately it's not the end of the world if I'm not, you know? I don't understand which is Central Time unless you tell me the state you're in. I'm in Florida, but I'm in a weird part of Florida that's actually in Central Time and not Eastern Time like the rest of the state. Can I please? There we go. Nice. Yippee. Ooh, I see you in there. Can I get to that from this side? No, I cannot. Annoying. Oh. Oh, that's sick. I didn't realize we had one of these in this level. My cousin lives in Dallas, and her time is the same as mine, except she's in PM while I am. Yes. Dallas is also Central Time. So, it's 6:35 right here. Right here, right now. Words are hard. Come on, how am I supposed to get in there? Become clean. There we go. 7:35 p.m. as she's in Michigan. I forgot that Michigan is Eastern time. I don't know why. And everybody wants you. Okay. Aha. Okay, so I think I got all the underneath of this. Yeah, so I have to do the top now, I'm pretty sure. Kalamazoo is kind of a great a name for a place. I agree. Excuse me, sorry. I don't have fun place names here. That's more so South Florida, in my opinion. Become clean, please. Nice. I think, yeah. Okay, there's that one. That one. Nice. Motherfucker. There we go. Do I have something? I do. I was like, I want to jump up on the side of this fence thing here. It wouldn't let me, which is, quite frankly, incredibly rude. Guess I do have to use the ladder there, which is, I hate it. I hate having to drag these all around a map in order to clean things properly. It drives me insane. Apparently, that is not going to work. Annoying. Okay. Ah, nice. Was that it? Yeah, that was it. How often do you come across a Florida man? Um, so the thing about Florida man, and you might already know this and you're just making a jokey joke, but for anybody who doesn't know, the thing about the Florida man is that Florida has very permissive, what's the word I'm looking for? News laws, I think. And they basically allow journalists to report on stuff that other states don't. So you get a lot of really crazy headlines coming out of Florida because of that. And that's kind of where the Florida man meme came from. That being said, I feel like shit like that happens in most states and they just don't get reported on because of various reporting laws. So all of that to say, not very often, thankfully. Okay, so I definitely did. Oh, it's underneath. That's why. It's like, why? This looks clean. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Probably shouldn't be focusing. Words are hard. Exclamation point words, as a matter of fact. Um, I probably should not be focusing on this ladder and much higher up yet. Um, because that means I'm ignoring underneath this fucking thing. And I know that I will regret it. So let me finish this ladder and then we're gonna go back down underneath. There we go. Hmm. Ah, hello. There that goes. Come on. There's that one and that one. Now, why? Come on. Oh, you. There we go. I know the rest of y'all are not clean yet. There we go. Yippee. Florida man drops stolen TV from getaway scooter. Oh, man. The choices some people make with their lives continues to baffle. Where I know where we at. Do I feel like listening to Sufjan Stevens right now? No, I don't. More water parks? Sure, why not? Give it. See you later. I think I have to get up on the scissor lift again. I will definitely be happy when I'm done with this particular map. It's a combination of this being a vehicle and it being a giant vehicle with a bunch of nooks and crannies that I think is irritating me. There we go. Nice. And one of those patients once tried to walk away slowly with the LED TV, saying the apocalypse was coming, so he was saving the most valuable item. Like, in all seriousness? Again, the choices people make with their lives is baffling to me. My little brain's like, oh my god, I'd be in trouble if I did something like that, so I could never. There we go. Oh, I see you in there. There we go. Noise. I have to say, I don't think I really like the lead singer of Water Parks as like a person, but I have to say I really like his voice. See you later. Hi, Nerix. How are you? Ooh, what are you having for dinner? Do you know yet? Tell you what, I tried to play Rivals exactly once and I rage quit like I think 20 minutes into it. I really want to try again and see if I can like wrap my brain around it, but I just feel like my mind was not built for those kinds of games. They move too quickly for me. Won't share his room with the black patient? Ew. You said that she runs this out of her home? That's quite a commitment. How much say does she have in, like, who is her patient and who she can pass on? I swear this is not just a water parks playlist, but it sure does sound like that right now. Could be getting up on this thing right now and using that to clean, but I kind of want to save the actual, like, all the way up there. I want to save that for last because I feel like it's going to be satisfying. Chili beans. Mmm. That sounds delicious. Tonight was a fend for yourself night in my house, and I just had Christmas ham. And that's it. I didn't feel like, well, okay. So, to be fair, I did spend far too much time on a league activity this afternoon, which left me with no time to actually make myself dinner. But also, I didn't want to cook, so leftover ham it was. And that's protein, so, like, whatever. Surely I can get in there. Oh, that's done. Okay, never mind. I was like, surely that's not done. I don't think I heard it ding. It's done. It's fine. If they pay well, game is a game. Yep, absolutely. But that's good that she does have some say in who stays and who goes, etc. So I can imagine that's a really difficult job, especially because, like, I already know, like, working from home is difficult. But, like, doing that kind of job from home must be extra difficult. This feels like a Lego truck that has been massively upsized. I don't know if anybody else sees it, but that's what I feel. Someone with a high degree means they should run a company. I feel like running a company is not all it's cracked up to be, though, to be fair. Unless you, like, really look into it and you have absolutely nothing to do. But I can certainly see why some people would feel that way. But it's also like, I have 2 dinky little 2-year degrees that I don't use in practice in my day-to-day life, like, at all. So putting me in charge of a company feels like the wrong choice. Okay, I think I need to get this railing here. A new job is available. We're not going to touch it, chat. I want to. I want to so bad, but I'm going to have to finish this anyway, so we're going to push through it. Man, but look at the fun house, though. Ugh. I just know there's an achievement in that level. There has to be. Let me up the fucking ladder. Thank you. Look at the stuffy driving. Oh my god, he's so cute. This band's name is Hot Milk. And I don't know how I feel about that. Ooh, nice. It'll fall on someone with a master's degree. Oh, that's sad. Is it just that education is so easily accessible? Like, do you know any reason why that would be there? It would be that way there. Sorry, my words are not happening right now. Milk with a K, but that's very funny. Nice. Okay, so truck bed ladder. Underneath? I think it's underneath. ¿Dónde fucking está? You know, it doesn't help that the video? Highlight color. Let's do pink for right now. Ah, ha. Public education is very affordable if you manage to pass the admission test. So many female students pursue medicine just to become a good bride, not much else with their lives further. That's sad. But it's like I'm of dual minds because like I love that education is affordable. Because even if you're not using it in your day-to-day life, like you're not using your degree in your day-to-day life, the fact is you still got that experience, and if it was a good quality education, um, then you are the better for it. Um, but like going through all of that schooling just to then not use it, I say as I went through 5 years of school and don't use my degrees. And I do feel bad about it. So yeah, that kind of makes me sad. And the fact that there's so many people out there that are highly educated and can't get jobs in their field. That really stinks. Mm-hmm. Can I not? Hello? There we go. fact that this is a millennial man's playlist for his wife is very cute. Interesting. What is that? Let me out. There you are. Have to change our mindset that it's better to receive vocational or polytechnic degrees and then get into the job market quickly, then attempt at higher degrees and get high paying jobs. Excuse me. So wait, is it sorry, like I said, my brain cell is not working super well today. So is it currently that the mindset is get a higher degree in an attempt to get a high paying job, but everybody's doing that, so it's oversaturating the market? That's like the current thing. I also have not been listening to a whole bunch of music this year. Like, I have a yearly playlist on Spotify that I just add new songs to as I go through the year, and I've only got 30 songs on this year's playlist, because that's how little I've been listening to music outside of stream. And it's because, like, it's directly correlated to the fact that I don't have a working radio in my car. I am blaming it all on that. I have to have something playing when I'm driving to and from work. It's non-negotiable. And listening to music on your dinky little, like, phone radio or phone stereos, phone speaker, that's the word I wanted. It's just not it, you know? Too many masters, too few empty job seats. That's that's what I thought, which is like crazy to me. Not in a bad way necessarily. I think it's interesting how different educational standards and job standards and such can be around the world. There's still dirty spots on this cab. Where? Ah. Anything else? No. Okay. Are these all clean? No. There you go. Okay. Diploma may pay less, but at least you have a job quicker than a grad or a post grad. I can imagine for sure. Is there like room to advance if you have like a regular diploma? Or is it kind of you get hired in as one job position and then there's really no like way you can make yourself go up the ladder? God. Sorry, words are hard. Have a job, work at it, do evening master's degree classes on the side. Wow. I sorry. I just heard her sing Fame Fucker, and I think I've really only listened to the song when I've been playing it in Fortnite Festival. I had no idea she said that word. That's so funny. Um, I said wow because that sounds like just so much work. And I'm just like sitting here imagining trying to do all of that. And I just don't think I would be successful, to be honest with you. Ah, these fuck ass wheels, bro. Tires, whatever. Yeah, there is a clean version of it because it's the one that like I didn't even know she said goddamn vampire. I know it's damn vampire because that's the one that I play on Fortnite Festival. Sucker, fame fucker. That's so good. Damn vampire. If I locked into the grind, I have how do I put this? I have never been capable of locking into the grind for one day of my life. I get distracted too easily, which is fine. But it's very much one of those things where I can't imagine being like that all the time. And I'm sure that works for some people. It would not work for me. Can I go back down? There we go. Ought to work on ourselves way too much for barely a little pay. Yeah, right. Frustrating for sure. And it's like, how do you even begin to fix that, right? No, I'm not in the mood for Taylor Swift. There's too... Wow, there's a lot of Taylor Swift on this. Black Keys? Sure, why not? Oops. Come on. Become clean, you motherfucker. Your friend did it, why can't you? Yeah, I can to some extent relate, Everest, I'll be honest with you. Shit sucks. Did I already finish these two? I did. Oh my god, look at me go. Alright, we're getting somewhere with this one. I have a feeling it's all up on the top and I have to go get a fucking ladder. Okay, well that's not what I wanted to do, but that's fine. Nice. Oh, we're so close to being done. Fled the country. That's crazy to me. I feel like, I feel like maybe I did hear something about that, but I don't remember a whole lot about it. I'll have to read up on that and refresh my memory. That's fucking crazy. I can't imagine. Can I buy better shit? I can. Yippee! We got an achievement. Consummate professional. Own a professional duty washer. And all of its attachments at the same time. Nice. This band name is Wet Leg. What the fuck? The news of her fleeing was major headlines all over the world. Yep, that would definitely make sense then. I'm almost certain I heard something about it when it happened. I just don't remember the details. I'm kind of hoping I don't have to get that down there that you can see. Ooh, there's lower stuff too. God damn it. Okay. It's fine. We'll do this first and then go around and clean up. Oh, you had people reach out to you. That's so sweet. There we go. I don't think I actually knew that that was, like, even remotely feasible. I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe this is a stupid question, but if anybody listening knows the answer, is that even remotely feasible in the US, for instance? Like, surely the US is too large for that to even be, like, possible. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, this is a little bit of a different situation, but I had a friend who said she had family in Ukraine. And as you can imagine, unfortunately, Ukraine is slash was a hot mess. And she said she was going into Ukraine to get them out. And unfortunately, that ended up being a lie, along with the majority of the rest of her personality. But while we believed it, we were all very worried about her. Because ultimately, even if you're a username in a chat, you're still a person behind the screen. I was right, by the way. This section of this dump truck is very satisfying. T-Swift, I need you to fuck off. That was the best T-Swizzle era. Um, I a little bit regretted skipping it after I skipped it because I do kind of like that song. But unfortunately, she is like ubiquitous right now, and I'm just over it. So all of her songs are on pause for me until the hype dies down for a while. And then maybe I can start listening to her again. I don't know. I don't remember if ubiquitous is the correct word, but hopefully you knew what I meant. When she was a country girl. Yeah, like I feel like she started getting famous around the time where I was still in my like hashtag I like all genres but rap and country phase. Um, which I definitely grew out of, thank God. But I did like her better when she was doing more country inspired stuff. Scotty doesn't know. All right. Nice. Okay, this is irritating me because I can't fucking see what's happening up there. Can I? No, I cannot. Scissor lift. Assist me, please. Hello? Okay, I wasn't on it properly, apparently. There we go. Okay. Johnny doesn't know. You may have missed my reply to your. Yes, I think I did. I'm sorry. Um, hang on. I'll scroll up because I am interested. Too large to implement. States run very differently from one another. Not possible to get everyone on board. Right. Yeah. God, the Rona situation. For fucking real. That was my thought as well, but it's like, so that's why it kind of like blew my mind that that was even like feasible for you. But like you said, a much smaller country. I feel like the Taylor hype won't die too easily since she's the next big name after Beyonce these days. Yeah, and like she's really good at keeping herself relevant, which like, good for her, truly. However, I'm sick of it. Okay. This yippee! Half the size of Indiana. Crazy to me. All right. So I think this one has an achievement. Hit all of the giant piano keys in order from low to high. And clean a rotating floor disc with the surface cleaner, which I don't own right now. Can I buy it? Technically, yes. Hang on. Rotating floor disc. What are you? Running wheel. Also a running wheel. Ah, haha. Rotator room floor shape. Rotating floor disc is what I need. I'm assuming that's what this means. Yep. Sick. I'm just gonna stand on this thing for a minute. Now, can I sell this? Okay. Okay, what was the point of me coming in here? Where's the giant piano? I want to get that done. Aha. So, hit all the giant piano keys in order from low to high. Did that not count? Please tell me why. From low to high. There we go. Hang on. Okay, sorry, your message got held by Automod. If USA was a person, Bangladesh is its pistol. Please. What do I want? Here we go. That's crazy satisfying. I love that. Oh no, I just skipped it. That is savage. I'll have to take your word for it, however. Definitely missing. There we go. Really, really small. Okay, that makes that makes sense. I have to say, looking at the yellow in this game, that I wish you could adjust the lighting settings. It's like, that's eye-searing, man. Whoops. How much water we use up on this game worldwide every day. Surely they have stats on that. Or they could have stats on that if they really wanted to, right? Everybody paying the PowerWash Sim devs. Dancing in the moonlight, everybody. Everybody dancing in the moonlight. Can I get the entirety of this facade done so I don't have to worry about it later? Let's find out. Oh my god, that was so good. Everybody. Yeah, the blinding yellow is like, yeah, I very much wish that there was a way to adjust the lighting. Or like at least adjust the day-night cycle. Like I feel like this game would be occasionally much nicer at like twilight hours, you know? Okay, so you're still not clean. Are you clean? Yes. H is not. Here we go. Everybody. Nice. Yeah. Oddly satisfying is 100% why I am determined to 100% this game, if I'm being so honest. Okay, I think that's that entire facade up there. And this entire sign. Nice. Okay, so now happy house. Cute. I too think I would fuck shit up if I had a power washer like this IRL. But thank goodness physics doesn't work like that. Or whatever vector of science you prefer. I feel like, yeah, you didn't get clean. Where are you? There we go. Hello? Let me up. Nice. Okay, so that's all of that. Oh my god, I love that. Joey Pee, hello. How are you? What doing? How doing? I swear to God, this main singer in this in this band sounds like Demi Lovato. Somebody look up the band Hot Milk and see who the lead singer is. I don't seriously think it's Demi Lovato, but it certainly is hitting some similar registers for me. Just hanging out. What do you have planned? Tell me about it. What did you have for dinner? Have you eaten yet? Let me mom friend you really quick. There we go. I was about to be like, how the fuck is that not clean yet? Enemy and Jim Shaw. Okay. I'll have to listen to a couple more of their songs and see if I still hear it, or if it was just that one song. Made a salad with chicken. That sounds delicious. Okay, but where? Like, I'm not crazy. This still says that it's dirty, but nothing's showing up. Aha! It was one of them pesky, invisible, dirty spots. Already bummed out thinking about it. Yeah, I feel like that's definitely the downside of this time of year. You get so excited and amped up for the rest time and the time with loved ones and that sort of thing. And then you gotta go back to real life afterward, and it's like, man, what does what constitutes an office residence? I'm not familiar with that concept. Colony house, like you live in the same building with your coworkers sort of deal. So I feel like that exists here, but it's much less common, if that's what we're talking about. Which is probably why I wasn't familiar with the term. Interesting. Yeah, so that definitely feels like it adds an extra, what's the word I'm looking for? An extra level to the end of the holiday. Got it. I keep hearing about this more and more, what the living with coworkers sort of deal. You think it's becoming more common, Joe? Think about me, everyone. I know that's a espresso. Left, right, oh. Nancy, espresso. I can't relate. Inspiration. Communication. I've heard a few other people talk about it recently. That's interesting. I wonder if that is an economy indicator. Think about me, everyone else. It's me, espresso. Left, right, oh. Nintendo. It's me, espresso. Cause I'm a singer. You just did humor. Think about me every night, oh. I know that's the me espresso. Left, right, oh, feeling like Nintendo. That's just me espresso. I know that's the me espresso. It's the higher ups who are absolute dickheads. Isn't that usually the case, to be fair? But I'm glad that the people that live on your floor have been kind. That's definitely, that feels like it is mandatory for that type of living situation, for sure. Oh, that's a pretty common practice there? Interesting. Well, and I suppose it matters too where the people Joe's talking about live, whether they're in the US or elsewhere. Okay, there's definitely more dirt here, but donde? Ah, bastard. That's done, that's done. Are compelled to reside beside each other due to lack of empty spaces. How, like, how do I want to phrase what I'm trying to ask? Jesus Christ. How tight are these colony houses? Like, is it like you each have an apartment or like you each have a room? And like it if it's a room situation, is it one of those ones where you can basically hear exactly what's happening all around you? Like that would drive me insane. I don't think I could do that. They were not in the US, but I could see New York City doing this with how housing is. Yeah, girl, me too. I'm actually a little bit surprised. I mean, maybe they do and we just don't hear about it because it's like a kind of a niche thing, or like or it's more well known in New York and it just doesn't get talked about outside of it, you know. Um I said and then completely lost my train of thought. Sorry. That was fun. All right, this fuck ass arrow. There it goes. Okay, I think yeah, that's everything on this side except for stuff leading into the building. Once again, we are blinded by the light. I'm coming with you, dear Maria, count me in. It's the story of the bottom of this bottle and I'm the pen. One bedroom with an attached bathroom and a balcony. Ooh. Interesting. Do they have to like hide that there's two people in one accommodation because it's supposed to be for bachelors only, or is it kind of like an open thing? There's a story at the bottom of this bottle and I'm the pen. It could be construed as a socialist type of idea. That is true. Dear Maria, count me in. There's a story of the bottle, this bottle and on the pen. Hi, Jimbos. D type for lower ranks, C type for upper ranks, and B type for general managers. So do they like, do the accommodations improve the higher up in the company you are? Because that's crazy to me. Since many do it, everyone overlooks it. Okay, good. I'm coming with you, dear Maria, count me in. There's a story at the bottom of this bottle and I'm the pen. I'm coming with you, dear Maria, count me in. There's a story at the bottom of this bottle. I always forget how well I know that song until it comes on again. And I'm like, oh, I actually really like this song. Slightly improves, not drastically. Oh, that's crazy. Not all I was just talking about this with somebody the other day. I don't remember who it was. That not uh other countries don't always have like central air. Like I feel like it's extremely common in the US especially to have central air units wherever you're living. Doesn't matter if it's an apartment or if it's a house, like not having air conditioning is odd. And I always forget that that's not like as common in other countries. And it just blows my mind. I don't think I could do it. I'm so heat intolerant. I could never. I got back into Magic the Gathering and now all the cardboard consumes my every thoughts. My condolences, bro. Have fun with your very expensive cardboard. But the art is so pretty. Exit platform floor. Is this also? Okay. Yeah. About to say. That looked clean. Why is it not being cleaned? We can't afford AC here. Yeah, that I guess makes sense. But definitely reaffirms for me that there are just certain countries I think that I could not live in. Not that I think I would ever necessarily move out of the US unless something like super drastic happened politically. Um I mean, not that we're not already having super drastic things happening politically, but it's just not feasible for me to leave the country. So, but yeah, it definitely conversations like this just really reaffirmed to me that I am not built to live in Bangladesh, for instance. I'll be an, I'll buy an AC for you in case you visit me. Very generous. Oh, this fuck ass chain, dude.
I'm gonna get my engineers to
Hello?
invent a
Fuck.
combustible
Molly?
lemon that burns your house down!
What's up, Raiders? How are you? Mwah, mwah. Hi, Molly. How are you? How was your stream? What did you play? Hi, Carrie. Hi, Cushy. Hi, Perks. What's up? Oh my god, I actually know people this time, and I'm not playing something saucy and embarrass myself when you raid me. The living shit out of me. It's the goat that killed me in duos yesterday. That's me. What's up, Joker? Hi. Subjected myself to random fills. Did you get good content out of it at least? Because that's important. Or did you have fun? Because that's also important. She did get good content. Hell yeah. They could care less as long as someone will bleed.
It's you.
Thank you for the follow, Cushy. I did call that one out just because I figure you guys probably don't mind. And there's Perks. Hi, Perks. Thank you, thank you. All right, I'm done calling out follows now, I promise. They said that teenagers scared the living shit out of me. They could you'll bleed. So darken your clothes and strike a violent pose. How's your day going? It's kind of honestly been a little meh before this. But I'm having a good time here, so that's what matters for sure. I went and fed my mom's cats for her. She's out of town right now, so I got to love on the kitties. So I don't have any cats right now of my own, so it's nice to be able to go say hi to hers and get my kitty cat time. If you haven't had dinner yet, I request to know what you're planning on having for dinner. Because my dinner was kind of pathetic, and I would like to live vicariously through y'all. Fuck, I cannot speak today. Yup. Mooney, don't yell at the new people that don't know yet. She will do that every time you don't censor the word nice, just for your future reference. But yes, Molly, go get dinner. Go eat something. I'm sure you're fucking starving. Something simple like chicken and fries? Fuck yeah. Everest, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I so appreciate you. Enjoy your breakfast. Neighborhood doggy love? Yeah. See, and you'd think that I would get, like, all the potential kitty love I need because I work at a vet clinic. But a lot of the times when the cats come in, they're sick or they're stressed or both, and they don't want to be loved on, so. And we don't do adoption kittens anymore, so I can't even go cuddle them. Very sad. Steak with mashed potatoes and carrots sounds so fucking good right now. Oh my god. I gotta look at my HelloFresh meals for tomorrow and see, not tomorrow, Monday. See what's coming in this week. I'm hoping there's something, like, interesting that I haven't tried yet, because I'm bored of all the usual stuff they keep sending me. It's homophobic as fuck. Please. I'm not even 50% of the way done with this yet, and that's homophobic, okay? But it's because I'm not even done with the outside of the building, and the inside is crazy. Okay, Sabrina, pop off. Is that all of them? I think so. Ah, fuck me. Taste me, taste in you. Okay, is that the entirety of the outside done? I think it is. Fuck yeah, progress. All right, sorry about the ad break. I had to set up ad breaks more frequently to turn off pre-rolls. And it actually pisses me off every time because it pops up this giant thing in chat and then I can't read up a few messages like I prefer to. But whatever.
Oh, it's you.
Hey, thank you for the follow. Symbols, be honest. Did you go copy and paste that from a lyric website or did you type it out just now? Be honest. Okay. I believe you. Taste me when he's kissing you. Objectively insane lyric. Taste me when he's kissing you. Like, oh my god. Gets me every time. Hi, Space Kitty, how are you? Doesn't sound like you do. You'll never know. Who copies and pastes lyrics in this economy? True, actually. It's like the perfect peppermint swirl in here. I love it. Okay, I'm feeling good. Come on. Okay, I was gonna say. Is this door jam not... Oh, I guess it's done already, somehow? I am gonna go through the front door instead of the exit door, because I feel like... Or actually... I thought... Yeah, that's the exit plus... Okay, whatever. I guess I will go through this way. I know you don't. Yeah, whatever. You'll never know, I said. Listen, as the streamer, it is my right to be suspicious of my chat members, okay? Because all y'all do is try and fuck with me. And that is the streamer chat. Pact? Is that the word I want? I think so. Okay. I don't know what I was about to say. I'm gonna be so for real. I started a sentence and then immediately forgot what the fuck it was gonna be. This little thing right here is evil, and whoever came up with it, dev-wise, is also evil. Why would they do that to me? Jesus. I was today years old when I learned that All Around Me by Flyleaf isn't about a lover, it's about a higher power. Yes. Fun fact, Flyleaf was a Christian band. I also didn't know that until far too late, to be completely honest with you. But honestly, I think that interpreting it as about a lover is also a valid interpretation of the song, even if it wasn't meant to be that way. Because that is definitely how it was written. Were they like super, super Christian? Because I feel like... Well, like, okay. How does one define... And this is a generalized question. It's not like a gotcha question. How does one define a super, super Christian, quote unquote, band? Because, like, to me, a super, super Christian group or band or whoever would be like Chris Rice, for example, whose songs are like explicitly about God. But he was just about the only, I guess, modern Christian artist I listened to growing up, so who knows. Yeah, all good, Cushy. Have a good night if you don't make it back before we end. I appreciate you raiding over and saying hey in the follow and everything. That was very sweet of you. Go get comfy cozy. Creed was Christian rock, and guess what their original name was? I have no idea. Tell me. I also didn't know that they were Christian rock. That's crazy to me. You're fucking with me. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Sir, you lie to me all the time, but seriously, was that actually their original name? Because that's so... What? Yeah, lurkers are very welcome, so by all means. I'm many things in this life, but I'm not a liar. Alright, alright, alright. Okay. Is there information on the internet on why they decided on that name? Of all fucking things? Because Scott is weird as fuck. Yeah, okay. That tracks. Thanks, Joe. The guy from Nirvana's Nevermind album tried suing Nirvana. No, tell me more. Together. The guy that was the baby tried suing Nirvana for putting him on the cover. What was the rationale? For child porn? That was the rationale. You can't see my face, but I'm very much dumbfounded right now. I have to be so for real. Okay. That's certainly a choice. Didn't have to cut me off. Happened to know we were nothing. I don't even need your love. Treat me like a stranger and I feel so rough. Didn't have to stoop so low. Having friends collect your records and then change your number. Guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Sometimes you screwed me over. And there was always something that I'd done. The voice on this fucking guy, man. That way. I don't even know how he gets that nasal. It's crazy. Said that you could let it go and it wouldn't get you hurt. Used to know. Treat me like a stranger and it feels so rough. Has been trying this for a long bit now. Like, I'm guessing the aim is money. But, like, surely there's other things he could have picked. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Come on, motherfucker. Thank you. Okay. I hope they play Hot to Go. It might be on this playlist. This playlist is by... This is gonna sound crazy. This playlist is by one of the Minecraft YouTubers I watch. And it is ostensibly about his wife. However, this Minecraft YouTuber also has another Minecraft YouTuber that he has a bit with called Neck Kisses. And guess what this playlist is called? Anyway, there was some Sabrina earlier. I think you were here for that. There's some T-Swift, etc., etc. So I would honestly be shocked if there was no Chapel. Even his parents were like, what the fuck, we let them use that. Yeah, it's just like, surely there were better... Defenses is not the word I'm looking for, but like, hopefully you understand what I mean. Surely there are other avenues that he could have picked than child sexual assault material, you know? Like, that... I think any reasonable person can look at that album cover and the fact that it sold however many million units and understand that it's not what he says it is. Like, it makes me feel like he's doing it more for clout than anything else, which really icks me out, I have to say. Oh, I read your bio, and I'm glad I found this stream. Which part of my bio? Because I honestly don't remember what I have in it. I'm sorry. I need to go back and, like, retool some stuff, but everything in there still holds true. I just want to, like, kind of spruce it up and that sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah. Jesus. Thankfully, this particular guy is a member of one of the more, I guess, family-friendly servers on YouTube. And they take stuff like that very seriously. Like, they just recently kicked a guy for acting weird towards his moderators and shit. And that's, that hasn't really happened very often in their history. At least not that I'm aware of, so... You know. Aw. I will say that I have gotten better about not streaming as often. I am trying to stream weekly now. However, that being said, I always tell people this. My chat knows this. I never expect people to show up for every single stream. Or as a matter of fact, if you show up to stream, and you don't feel like talking, you don't have to talk. Lurkers are totally chill here. As the follow message said. Like, I enjoy having people to talk to in chat, but it's not like a requirement. And I feel like no one person should feel like it's their obligation to talk in here, especially if they're just not having a day where they feel like they can, you know? So yeah, we try to be chill here. I think I accomplished that, so I'm glad. I left the Magic the Gathering game I was in early because you were streaming because I missed you. That's very nice. Thank you, Jimbos. Yeah, absolutely. I myself am queer, as stated in my bio. Specifically bisexual. And we are very, very much a safe space for other queer people to hang out and be themselves. Because I feel like I personally frequent parts of the internet that are very queer friendly, but not everywhere on the internet is queer friendly, and that makes me sad. So if I can help with that in some small way, then I will. Disaster bisexual. Yes, thank you, Jimbles, for the correction. Fucker. Okay, I think I need to not go any further up that slide and get this done. I hate it. Isn't that just like everybody? Isn't everybody scared to talk to women? Like maybe that's just me projecting, but I feel like that's most people. Not your whole ass. Stop. That really got me. GG. Jesus fuck. Fuck you. You leave my big ass forehead alone. That is a threat. Drop it. Mean to me, chat. The whole ass, he said, Joe. Isn't that crazy? Elodie! My Elodie, hi! How are you? There are just bangs, you're so right. That's why I got bangs. I've been called out. But they look good on me, so you know, whatever. One of these days, I'm gonna get this room clean, and then I'm gonna have a face cam again, and then it'll be over for you hoes. I'm doing well, I'm doing well. I had kind of a meh day, and I'm glad that I streamed despite it, because you guys have cheered me up so well. And then my friend Molly rated me earlier, and we've got new people in the chat, and they've been so sweet in talking to me. And you guys are gonna make me cry, etc, etc, etc. So, I'm glad you were able to stop by. I miss you. Gonna be so Jover. Yes. I think that whenever I do move to using a face cam again, it's not going to be every single stream, because let's be so for real, who wants to do makeup every single time they stream? Not fucking me. But I do think I am going to redo my PNG tuber and like make it more dynamic and such, because I feel like that would be fun. So look forward to that in 2026. I believe in you, Jimbles. You will find your frame. Just go full VTuber, he says. Like, it's not expensive and incredibly time consuming to become a full-time VTuber. Oh god, listen, the amount of how to be a VTuber tutorials I've watched on YouTube and delusionally thought to myself, oh, I could totally do this. And I probably could if I put my whole ass pussy into learning how to draw a VTuber and rig a VTuber, and let's be honest, I'm not doing that. I'm just not. Maybe in a few years, but I just really don't. It does not feel like something that I'm capable of doing at this point in time. The design is very Daria coded. Thank you. I have to say, I have to confess, I have never seen Daria. I know what she looks like, but I've never actually seen the show. It's one of those ones that I've had on my to watch for forever, but I know like just enough about it where I'm like, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Just rob a bank. Come on. There it is. All right, so we've got those three, and it's just this motherfucker here in the middle. I do think that I'm going to stick pretty close to this current design whenever I do redesign it. I just want some more, like, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit more movement to it. More dynamic. And maybe some, like, point reward toggles. Like, I really want to, like, deal with it glasses that you guys can, like, redeem a channel point reward for. I think that would be super funny. And I just have to actually get around to A, drawing them, and B, remembering how to set that up as a thing that is doable. So it'll happen eventually. I still think Beavis and Butthead should have showed up for cameos in Daria. Do you think that would have worked? Chat, if you've seen Daria, do you agree with the Jimbles? My partner doesn't use makeup for anything, and I just don't get it. So for a lot of people, it's like an art form kind of thing. For me, when I was doing more extreme makeup than I do now, it was I want to see if I'm technically competent enough to pull this off. And it was like for a feeling of accomplishment for me. Um, and I think it can be that for some people as well. Just to like prove to themselves that they can do that sort of thing. Some people like changing their entire appearance. And I think that's honestly pretty cool too, because like if you can completely change the way that you look just by using some products, that's pretty technically complex. And takes a lot of time and often money to figure out how to do. So, and it's also one of those things where like, how do I want to say this? It's just one of those things where like you don't know anybody's reason for doing something unless you ask. And I think most people are not going to take offense if you're like, hey, so, you know, why do you do the makeup that you do? You know, is there a specific reason? And a lot of the times it's just going to be because they like it, which is valid. I personally, I don't think my face is built for super heavy makeup, so I don't do super heavy makeup, but that's just the way that my face looks. So I work with it. I work with what I've got, sort of deal. Daria went to school with Beavis and Butthead. Ah, is that canon? Okay. I've never seen Beavis and Butthead either. And I know you're gonna say, well, you could if you went to our watch parties, but I'm just not interested in Beavis and Butthead. I'm sorry. I'm just not. But yeah, it's Space Kitty. It's kind of like an art thing, I think, for a lot of people to kind of condense my point. At least it was for me. And I was doing more technically complex makeup, I would say probably a decade ago when I was younger and I had nicer skin. I really like the idea of doing special effects makeup. I think people who do really good special effects makeup are the fucking goat. But once again, I just don't think that my face can carry that amount of makeup. So I just never put the effort into learning. I wish I could find... I used to follow one special effects makeup YouTuber on YouTube, obviously. And she has since moved away from doing that kind of content, and I'm just not interested in what she is doing now. Like, more power to her. She is having a blast doing whatever she's doing now. But she's moved away from that, and I haven't found somebody who has filled that niche for me. I'll have to go deep diving again and see if I can find anything interesting. So I'm sure there's new people out there that I just haven't looked around and found yet. I think it could. You got a good face. That's very kind. Thank you, Jimbos. I just, I don't want to call myself babyface because I don't think that's completely accurate, but I carry enough fat in my face that I just don't think that a lot of the looks that I want to do or think look good personally would look good on my face type, if that makes sense. And I'm not being like mean to myself when I say that. Like I'm being factual, at least how I see it. Like that's just not, to me, that's not how my face is built to be able to do what I want to do. So, which is fine. Not the end of the world, etc. Right, like, I am in my 30s now, and I am actively trying to work on being kinder to myself about the way that I look. And I think that's a good thing for anybody to practice, really. Like, no matter what age you are, I think it's good to remind yourself that just because you feel some type of way about the way that you look, that does not mean that it is actually reflective of who you are as a person, or, you know, how you actually look, you know? I don't know if that actually made sense, but hopefully it did to some extent. Dang you old. Listen, Joe. Remind me how old you are again. Don't. I'm so joking. I really like the vibe of this wall. I think it's super cute. Is Joe older than me? I don't know. You guys should compare notes in the DMs if you don't want to talk about it in chat. By 2 years. Haha, Dimbles is a baby. I was like, oh, I know this song. And then I looked over and it's fucking Lofi. I do know Lofi. Not the Aka, excuse me. Ah. Oh, I need to rewatch that movie. So good. This purple on the walls, by the way, goated purple. I will hear no arguments. Mm-hmm. Are there 3 Pitch Perfects? I knew about the second one. I don't think I knew about the third one. How new is the third one? And is it, like, worth watching? I wasn't, like, a huge fan of the second one, but that's just because I really liked Anna Kendrick in the first one. The third one came out in 2017. My god, I'm gonna go step on a Lego. It's a Pitch Perfect movie. See, that doesn't tell me anything, Joe. Because I really liked the first one. I don't... If I liked the first one, but I didn't like the second one, what does that tell y'all about whether or not I will like the third one? How about that? Let's put it that way. Okay. Sorry, I'm being a smartass. First one was goated. Second was almost as good. Third one was trying too hard to hold on to the franchise. See, that's how I felt about the second one, to be honest. However, all of this being said, I do feel strongly about the fact that there needs to be more movies about acapella groups because acapella fucks. And if you think otherwise, you're wrong. With love. Now, that being said, this is a safe space in which I'm going to admit to y'all that I actually don't like pentatonics that much. Isn't that crazy? Pitch Perfect 3 was just the Gen Alpha step up movies, please. I'm just a sucker for musicals and acapella. Yeah, exactly, Joe, you get me. Is this not... Okay. There we go. It's about to be like, hello? There we go. Nice. I was really confused as to why the lights were not cleaning. That's why. Also, I'd like to know how this door closes flush. Because these are not cut into the wall. Video game logic. We just need movies about the hullabahoos. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that is kind of a dumb name. I was lurking in a stream the other day, and one of their bit alerts was the PowerWash ding, and I was actively playing PowerWash at the same time, and I was like, I'm not cleaning anything right now. Why do I keep hearing the ding? And then I looked over at the same time, a bit alert happened, and was like, oh, that makes sense. Exactly. Now that a lot of our raiders are lurking or doing other things, can I tell you guys that last time Molly raided me, I was so fucking nervous and flustered. But I hung out in her stream during her Christmas Day stream and like got to talk to people and kind of know people. So when she came in tonight, I was less nervous, and I'm very proud of myself. How are the maps in this game? For the most part, I've enjoyed them. The vehicle ones for me are just not enjoyable. So like those you can kind of just write off as my opinion. If you like that kind of map, there's, a few. The one that we finished at the beginning of the stream, I hated, and I just wanted it over with. But yeah, otherwise, I've been enjoying myself, honestly. So I would say if you enjoyed the first PowerWash Sim, then this is definitely worth a purchase, honestly. And they announced their first DLC for this game, coming out Q1 of 26, I believe. And it's going to be Adventure Time. Everybody scream, because I did when I found out. This film that was done as a college project. Animated musical. What's it called? Yeah, speaking of Adventure Time. That's so funny. And if you are a raider that came from Thrifty/Molly, don't tell her I was nervous the first time, okay? That's our little secret. Even though you could totally tell. See, I haven't seen the new Fiona and Cake series. Why did it piss you off without spoiling too much? With how self-sabotaging Fiona was fucking being. I feel like that's kind of like just a thing that she does from like the very little I remember. So this is again a safe space. I didn't watch all of the original Adventure Time. And in fact, it's been probably a decade since I've watched any Adventure Time at all. So I remember very little, all things considered, but I would still consider myself a fan. I just haven't gotten through all of it like I want to. But that being said, I feel like that's just kind of how Fiona is in general. From, again, the very little that I remember. Where? Did she? Okay. So I am misremembering then. Donde fucking está? Hello? Okay, there we go. about to be like, hello. Alright, it is 8:45 right now. I think, depending on what our next map is, we might start it and then end at 9. I don't know. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I'm enjoying myself, but if I sit in this chair for too long, it really fucks up my back, so. And by my back, I mean my butt. My butt falls asleep because the cushion on this chair is not good. The film was just called The Odyssey. Okay, I'll have to look that up because that does sound really interesting. Voice? Is that all of it? No. Where else? Ah. It's all on the other side. That's why. Okay, well, we'll close it in a minute. Keep forgetting what time zone you're in. Yeah, you just gotta remember. I'm the one Floridian you know in Central Time. Oh yeah, this was, speaking of things about this game, this was an achievement for this level. Was doing that. Which I think is fun as fuck, and I'm glad they added it. There were actually 2 achievements in this level. Paramore, hell yeah. Do that one more time. Alright, hang on. There you go. I hear a kitty. Somebody meowed. Major motion picture coming out of the same story, not a musical. Really? You are the only exception. You are the only exception. You are only exception. You are the only exception. The album cover for this actually reminded me. So one of the things I did today on my way to my mom's was listen to a Twitch VOD from Maya Higa, and she was pinning butterflies, or learning how to pin butterflies, with an entomologist named Dr. Allison. It was a really cool listen because they were just talking about bugs and how cool they are. And they did not kill the butterflies. They were research specimens from the 80s that got passed from hand to hand, and unfortunately the research data got lost, so now they're being used for artistic purposes. which I think is pretty cool that they can still be used even though their data was lost. But anyway, the reason I brought it up is because I learned that mantis eggs are they get laid, and then if you move them at all, they stop developing from like the orientation they were laid in. But if you move them back to the orientation they were laid in, they continue development. How crazy is that? And I also found out that chicken eggs do something similar where they talk to each other via electrical impulses through their shells. And if they're removed from each other, because a hen is on a 12-day laying cycle, so obviously she lays an egg a day. So they wait for each other until the last egg comes out, and then if they're all left under the hen, they'll start developing. But if you take them away from the hen, that's how we get eggs in the stores, is they don't develop if you take them away from their eggy siblings. How wild is that? Like, that blew my fucking mind. I literally out loud in the car was like, what? You are the only exception. You... Where the fuck? Only exception. You are only exception. You. I'm on my way to believing. I'm on my way to believing. Hive mind. I think it's less hive mind. I don't know how you would describe it, to be honest with you. Is it you? It is you. You. But where? Oh no, it's on the other side? Yeah. Okay. There's a bunch of these, like, little things that I apparently missed on my way through, and that's what annoys me, for sure. Ah, aha. Balcony doorway. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Is it inside? Ah. Okay. Rotator room. Okay, hang on. Let's do this. You. Okay. Okay. Had to give him only 15? That's child neglect. Wait, I see another one up there that needs it. Okay. You. Rotator room, stairs, rug. Rung. How did I read that as rug? Embarrassing. Star room, barrier wall, sign, frame light. Is it down below that I missed? Ah, hello. You hid from me. How rude. Okay. Sign, frame, light. Aha! We did it, chat. If you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. Alright, what's our next one? Ski center? Dirty looks. Photographs your boyfriend took. Second store, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Hey, you wear me out. You're welcome, gentlemen. Let's look at this. Oh god, we spawn inside? Okay, is there an achievement that I can do really quick? No. Damn. Okay, well, we'll at least get, like, maybe just this inside bit done, and then we'll probably go ahead and call it. Dirty looks, photographs your boyfriend took. Okay. I'm okay now. Not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not fucking okay. I'm not okay. I'm fucking reinstalling DC Universe Online. May you have fun. Are there servers you gotta pick on DCUO, and if so, what server are you on? I don't think so. I don't seem to remember having to do so. I'm gonna be real with you, though. I don't think that I've played that game in, like, a month. Oops. But I did enjoy what I did play of it, so I need to get back to it. My, mobile game that I play is DC focused, and the league that I'm a part of got me into it. So we all played together for a little bit, but we then started a Minecraft server, so that's where a lot of people have been recently. Yeah, I need to. I shouldn't say need, because it's like I don't need to. However, I would like to get back into playing things with people, you know? Oh, wow, I was locked in here. That's so funny. They said, you must clean this before you're allowed to escape. Okay, all things considered, this is, like, not the worst map, it's just large. Okay, well. Oh, man, my back. I've been slouching. Would you like RV there yet? I don't think so. I've seen some gameplay, and, like, it's not the same deal with Peak where I was just, like, wrong. I'm not afraid to admit that. I was wrong about Peak. Laugh it up, whatever. Hang on. But yeah, just watching some gameplay of RV there, yeah, it really does look like it would frustrate me. Just like mechanics wise. Because like Peak, I feel like is decently easy to play as somebody who's not very hand-eye coordinated. But I feel like RV there yet would just really irritate me. So I'd rather just watch other people play it, to be honest with you. The new second biome is wild. The spiders and mushroom zombies freak me out. Oh. Oh. Hmm. Great. Yeah, I gotta log back into Peak and see what's what. I do want to do a solo run at some point. I tell you what, I was thinking about doing, like, you know how Jenny will do a game for the start of her streams and then swap over to Fortnite towards the end. I was thinking about doing something similar for some of my streams, but I don't stream for as long as she does, and I don't feel like I can, like, justify it as much, you know? But it would be fun to play more Fortnite, um, on my own stream, so maybe that's something we'll do in the future. It's just such a pain in the ass solo. I have experienced that, yeah, I've done a couple of solo runs, and I've never actually hit the peak. So, I don't know, I'll get there maybe, eventually, one day. Alright, let me let this ad break play through, and then we're gonna call it. I would like to raid somebody if there's somebody online that I feel comfortable raiding, so if you guys will just hang tight for a minute, let me see. Damn, there's nobody on. Okay, well then maybe not. That sucks. I was hoping there was somebody that I could, pass the love on to, but everybody that I follow that's on is, like, 2,000 viewers, and I'm like, no thank you." Um I got mad at Fortnite, and I'm at the point that if a game pisses me off, I uninstall it. As you should, bestie. Like, don't games are supposed to be fun. And if it's not, fuck it. Get it out of here. All right. So, as far as sorry, I got distracted by music. As far as next stream goes, I don't think let me see. Yeah, I don't know what my schedule looks like in January yet. Ideally, it will be either a Saturday or a Sunday, so keep an eye out for that. If you're not a member of the Discord, there's absolutely no pressure to join, but that's generally where I'm going to announce my schedule first. So you're welcome to join. It is read only. So, like I said, there's no pressure to join. However, if you do join, there's no pressure to talk because you can't talk. It's just a place for me to yap and, like, tell you guys about things that are happening in my life, and it's read only because I felt bad because nobody ever talked in there, so now I'm the only one who can talk in there. Maybe if we ever get to a point where I feel like people would actually enjoy having a community server they can speak in, I will make it so that you can talk in there, but for right now, it's read only, and I like it that way, and I think most people are okay with that too, so yeah, one person does not a community make, though, Jimbos. Um, but yeah, so TLDR, next stream is going to be next week, either Saturday or Sunday. Um, I can't fucking believe that Molly raided me again. I'm gonna have to get her ass back. I don't know how yet, but Imma get her. Let's go ahead and flip over to the end screen, and I'll see if my new end credits work, because that would be so, so sick. They don't. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, thank you for hanging out. Thank you to the new followers. I appreciate you. Mwah, mwah, kissing you on the forehead. And I will see you next week. I love you very much. Have a good night. Bye.